All right, so I'm sitting here with Chris, one of my friends from Full Sail University.
Hello, Keanu.
He goes through production, music production. I'm going to ask him a couple questions. So, what is an application that you use in the daily that provides you with an exceptional user experience?
Well, probably one of the apps that if not daily, almost daily. There's not too many apps that I use daily, but one of them I would say is called GarageBand. It's a music production sort of app.
Okay. Why does this provide you with a great user experience? Like, why do you enjoy using this, and why do you choose to use this on the daily?
Well, I think probably the main reason I use it is when you're out in the world. A lot of times it's since I'm in music, a lot of times you get these musical ideas, things you want to jot down, things you might want to remember for later. Instead of having to record myself trying to sing, the melody that I just thought of, or maybe I just heard a sick drum line, I could literally just pull out the app and just start putting in all my ideas. Simple as that.
Yeah, cool. I mean, it makes sense. Could you name any of the applications that are out there that are similar to GarageBand?
Yeah, sure. There's a few. There's Nano Studio. Launchpad does a sort of similar thing with it. There's there's tons. Some are paid, some are free. But out of the ones that I've used, I think GarageBand is probably the best one.
Okay. Why would you choose to use this application over the other music applications that are out there? And why do you keep coming back to this one?
Well, probably after having tested a few of them, I came to the conclusion that this one is, well, other than being the easiest to work with, it's actually based off of a computer program that was created by Apple. It's on every Mac, it's on every iPhone. It's called GarageBand. So what they did was they started implementing the GarageBand app into the phone from the computer, and I guess because of that, it's very intuitive. GarageBand itself on the computer is super easy to work with, so they kind of put that workflow in there. Lots of bright pictures and colors and stuff. So that's probably why I keep going back to it.
I mean, do you still get the same amount of features like from the computer? Can you still do all the same things that you would do?
Definitely can't do all the same things, but obviously you're limited because of things like phone storage and compatibility. But for the most part, it captures like the main essence of what GarageBand is, and you're able to record where you need to. You're able to change instruments. It has a full line of instruments from drums to guitars to bass to piano. Anything you need to create create a couple seconds of music, or even if you want to create a full song on the phone, you can. I've tried that before. It's a little bit more difficult and time consuming, but out of all the phone-based music apps, it's definitely the easiest.
Okay. What can you tell me about the look and feel of the interface of the app?
Oh, like I mentioned already, there's it has pictures for everything, so it's super easy to navigate. You won't get stuck trying to find any one instrument, or trying to find the grid, or trying to find the views, the session view, or whatever view you're trying to get into. Has a lot of it has a very clean interface, and things are boxed off. The instruments to the left, grid in the middle, good color scheme. Pretty much everything about it is I think would be ideal for an app, on the eyes at least.
That sounds awesome. Do you think that anyone could use this application, or do you have to familiarize yourself with it first and then kind of like get into it?
I think if you're gonna get into like a music app, you'd have to know kind of like the basics. But other than the basics, instrumentation and what the program can do itself. Other than that, anyone can pretty much just pick it up and start messing around with it. It even has like options for something called something it does for the phone. It's something called like smart strings, or smart bass, or smart drums.
Okay.
So what you could do is you can click on that, and it'll give you the musical notations in the form of if the computer was processing it, so you don't have to like fully play on the instrument, and you'll still be able to pull out chords and chord progressions and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much
Awesome. I'm gonna have to check that out. So design-wise, is there something that should be included in the application that's not there?
Well, I think I think it has most of everything it needs to function how it functions, but they could probably benefit from adding in, some sort of purchasing, sample purchasing category. You can get into purchasing audio or purchasing different instruments. You can maybe incorporate adding synthesizers and stuff into it, so it's not the same instruments that GarageBand has. But yeah, that would make it more of a paid app than the free app that it is right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. Do you know anyone else that uses this application, and would you still use it if they didn't?
I know, personally, I don't know too many people that make music on their phone, but just from scouring the web and all the music forums and stuff, I know a lot of people use GarageBand and similar apps to it, just because it's so easy to use and you can get your ideas out on the fly.
Yeah, but so it's like a personal preference.
Yeah, I guess it would be personal preference, but it is, since it's free, a lot more people are geared towards this one versus the $10 ones or whatever.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, music applications can get very expensive,
Super
even on mobile.
expensive.
Yeah,
way too expensive.
Do you know if they use push notifications or location services in this app?
They do not, since they don't really care, I guess, about. They don't have any need to see the demographics of where people are buying things, or there's really nothing to buy on it. So there's nothing for them to let you know about, nothing to keep track of your location for.
Yeah, I mean, I actually don't really like all those pop-ups either.
Yeah.
So I mean, it kind of makes it cleaner and easier to use. And then the last question is, does the design have any kind of tunneling within the application? Do you feel like the developers pull you to a certain feature of the app or like a specific area that they want you to be in?
No, I guess that's the beauty of a free app. They're not really trying to pull you into anything, so they don't have any pop-ups or ads or anything. I guess maybe it has to do with it being a Mac-based program or an Apple-based program. They don't throw all those notifications at you. They let all the other apps do that for them.
And then this kind of just like came up. So when you're working on the application on the computer, since it's like a program based from the computer, can you like grab stuff from there and continue to work on it like through your application? Like is that a feature that is available for you?
There's workarounds you'd be able to do. You'd be able to get something that you created on your phone and put it into the GarageBand on your computer, because the computer has all the features that the phone has, but the phone doesn't have everything the computer has. So it's kind of like a give and take sort of situation. You could like record something on your computer, and if it was audio, you could just have the audio recording, and then you can download it into your phone or import it into your phone, and then you can have that audio in your session on the phone. So if you're actually working on like a big project, and you have let's say it's a full-on song, and you have a bunch of stems being just audio files of like multiple instruments together already mixed, you can pull all those stems into your phone and just mess around with instrumentation after that. So it's a pretty cool feature.
Wow, awesome. All right, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.